सूरज सूरज and Krishna Swami.
Sir,
Am I
me.
audible?
Yes, sir.
सूरज
Yes, sir, you are
आवाज आ
audible,
रही
sir.
है क्या? Krishna Swami, am I
Yes,
audible?
sir.
Others might be maybe in the branch today. They may not be, like Piyush and others sending that they can't join. Okay, we will start. Okay, they will be joining later. सूरज हमें स्टार्ट करना चाहिए क्या?
Yes, sir.
Am I audible? आवाज क्लियर है? Krishna Swami, am I audible or not?
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir. Your voice is clear.
Oh, okay. Are you seeing the screen? His screen is visible to you, all about monetary and fiscal policy, repo, reverse repo, fixed rate, etc.
Yes, sir.
Okay. It is okay. They will be joining later. We will start our session because I am a little busy due to March. Okay. Any idea about monetary policy and fiscal policy? Suraj?
Yes, sir.
Yes. मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी और फिस्कल पॉलिसी के बारे में कोई आइडिया है? एनी आइडिया हाउ इट इज
No, sir.
डिफरेंट? Okay.
Sir,
Krishna
monetary
Swami, do you
policy
have any idea?
usually. Yes, sir. Sir, monetary policy done by the central banks. Fiscal policy is done by government, sir. Like taxations and
Yes.
other things, sir.
Yeah, yes. Suraj, monetary policy actually decided to control money policy, control the liquidity, you say. Okay, money supply in a country, or money supply mechanism, how the money is going distributed and how liquidity is being managed. Monetary policy maybe either maybe the government if the central bank of any country is not doing, but the fiscal policy is related to receivables and expenditures of the country. Okay, what receivables government receives in the form of taxes. Governments को टैक्स मिलता है और उस तरह से what is the government's income and their expenditure, that is the policy. What does it mean policy here? Policy means how the amount which will be allocated to particular sectors of the economy or the country. Suppose the government received 100 rupees in the form of collection from the taxes or from the borrowings or anything. The way the government will use these funds means how it will receive and how the expenditure will be there. It is called as fiscal policy. फिस्कल पॉलिसी उसको कहते हैं गवर्नमेंट कितने पैसे रिसीव करेगी और किस तरह से उसको खर्च करेगी. हाउ द गवर्नमेंट विल बी रिसीविंग द मनी, ओके, एंड हाउ इट विल बी using the money. But the monetary policy is specifically related to the money supply. Specifically money supply, how the money supply is controlled in the system. What we before we go further, you should know that this topic is very much important because this comes under general banking. You must know for any exam point of view, whether it is RRB, GBO, or your interviews or CBO or upcoming CBO exams, this is the most important topic you see. Today we will not discuss through the definitions. We will discuss through actual mechanism. ये किस तरह से काम करता है. These are the topics we will be discussing today. Monetary policy, repo and reverse repo, fixed rate reverse repo, long-term repo operations, what is standing deposit facility, what is marginal standing facility, what is bank rate, what is CRR, what is SLR, and what is the basis point. It is the most important because in GBO interview, it was asked with the two candidates. They said they were unable to tell what is the basis point. By that time, RBI policy was revised and some basis point changes were there. The interviewer asked, "कि basis point क्या होता है? What is the basis point? Why RBI doesn't do in percentage terms?" Krishna Swami, can you tell why RBI uses basis point? Percentage क्यों नहीं use करता है? Why RBI doesn't use percentage, uses basis point? Anyone can tell?
Sir, no idea, sir.
Okay, anyone? Here is Ajay, Suraj. Nobody can tell. Okay, I will be telling you. RBI can use the percentage. RBI चाहे परसेंटेज को यूज करे या बेसिस पॉइंट को, इससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा कि रेट में कितना चेंज हो रहा है. बट जनरली इन जनरल way of talking and management, we avoid to use decimals. Okay, इस वजह से basis point is 100th part of the percentage. Okay, if one basis point is there, then in percentage terms it will be 1 by 100. Suppose RBI changes 25 basis points. Okay, 25 basis points means it will be 25 by 100. It will be 0.25. It will not be good to use 0.25 percentage or this. 25 will be good to quote and do. Suppose if RBI does with the percentage, there is nothing to worry about and nothing is very much different from that basis point. This is as per practice. Now, all of you are aware that what is the monetary and fiscal policy? Liquidity Adjustment Framework. What is LAF? LAF was introduced, was effective from this. By April 1999, it was intact, but with the 5th of June, it was effective under Liquidity Adjustment Framework. As the name suggests, जैसा कि ये नाम बता रहा है, Liquidity Adjustment Framework है कि liquidity, how the liquidity is to be managed. How the liquidity, what do you mean by liquidity? Anyone?
The
Krishna
funds
Swami?
available in hand.
Anyone can put more light on this? See, these things are there. You might not come across in the exams, but you must be coming across in interviews. Yes. Liquidity simply means funds, availability of funds. But when RBI says the liquidity, when RBI says the liquidity, it refers the funds available in banking system. बैंकिंग सिस्टम में जितना फंड्स अवेलेबल हो उसको ही बोलते हैं लिक्विडिटी. आरबीआई मैनेजेस दिस थ्रू ऑपरेशंस. ओके, थ्रू विच ऑपरेशंस? ओके, वी विल डिस्कस it through liquidity adjustment framework. Before, you need to know what is the money market. What is money market? As the name suggests, where all things related to money, okay, related to money. Money means cash and cash equivalents available with. This is the money market. You already might have heard the terms notice money, call money, notice money, term money, treasury bills. Okay, treasury bills are the money market instruments. The market where the things are utilized for less than 1 year, whether to provide the liquidity or whether to gain the liquidity through the market participants is called the money market. Interbank borrowings. Okay. Interbank borrowing, suppose there is Bank of Baroda. See, here is Canara Bank. Bank of Baroda having excess of funds, 500 crores. Canara Bank needs 200 crores immediately. Then Canara Bank may approach Bank of Baroda and either go to RBI. अगर बैंक ऑफ बड़ौदा के पास फंड है, कैनरा बैंक को जरूरत है, इट मे गो थ्रू आरबीआई और इट मे go to Bank of Baroda and borrow 200 crores. Okay, this is the interbank borrowing and lending. If Bank of Baroda gives to Canara Bank, this is the lending. If Canara Bank is getting the fund, it is borrowing. Mechanism of borrowing. Mechanism of borrowing may be the repo or reverse repo or repo operations. Note the, do you people know that repo is not actually related to only RBI? When you come across a term repo, जब आप रेपो सुनते हैं, रेपो रेट सुनते हैं, तो क्या इसका इट जस्ट डजंट रिफ्लेक्ट टू आरबीआई. ओके, it is not only related to RBI. Repo is related to anything which is in between the banks or in between the parties. Repayment and settlements, all these we will discuss onwards. Notable points about Monetary Policy Committee. But what is the monetary policy? See, before Monetary Policy Committee was formed, the RBI was RBI alone. RBI alone was managing money supply mechanism. Okay, RBI alone before the Monetary Policy Committee. But in 2016, September 2016, by the Finance Act, it was decided to statutory and institutional framework to monetary policy. 2016 में मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी को डिवाइस किया गया इसलिए कि टू मेंटेन प्राइस स्टेबिलिटी. How the price stability will be maintained? By controlling the money supply in the market. Monetary Policy Committee में टोटल 6 members होते हैं, टोटल 6 members, out of which 3 from RBI and 3 from Government of India. The tenure of Monetary Policy Committee members is the 4 years. मतलब अगर एक बार वो मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी कमेटी के मेंबर्स बनते हैं तो 4 years तक वो रह सकते हैं. आरबीआई गवर्नर is also a member. Who is present RBI governor? Who is present RBI governor?
Shaktikanta Das.
Yes. And he is also the member of Monetary Policy Committee. Then why he has not removed when completed 4 years? भाई मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी कमेटी के मेंबर्स 4 years तक रह सकते हैं. व्हाट इज द टेन्योर ऑफ आरबीआई गवर्नर? Can anyone tell what is the tenure of RBI governor? For how long time the RBI governor can remain in its office?
Sir,
Can
every
hold
3
the
years.
position? Every 3 years. Okay. Who answered this?
Sir, Krishna sir.
Krishna Swami. Is it 3 year? Correct. Anyone?
3 years, sir.
Someone throw the light. Okay, I will be telling. The tenure actually what is mentioned in the RBI Act. Okay, what is mentioned in the RBI Act, that is 5 years. But it is also mentioned the RBI Act that government may decide the tenure at the time of appointing the governor. Okay, government may decide, because some of the governors held the office only for the 3 years. Okay, some held for 5 years. There is also the provision in RBI Act that the tenure of governor may be extended. Extended means not the extended that he will be holding for 6 years, that by reappointment the same person can be appointed. What should be the qualification of RBI governor? Where the qualification is mentioned? Qualification of RBI governor. Can anyone tell what should be the qualification of RBI governor and where it is mentioned? No qualification is mentioned anywhere, either in the RBI Act or any other act. Okay, it is up to the government. अभी जो RBI गवर्नर हैं उनका एज सच फाइनेंस से कोई एजुकेशन नहीं है, बट वो डिपार्टमेंट में रह चुके हैं, तो इस वजह से हम बोलते हैं कि उनको रखा गया है. There is no specific qualifications needed to be RBI governor. Even the government may appoint any one of you as a governor. Now the most important topic comes, the repo transaction. Okay. Can anyone tell what is the repo rate definition? What is the definition of repo rate? Okay. What is the full form of repo?
That's a repurchase.
Okay. Or this is this. Okay. RE means repurchase option. This is this. REP, repurchase option. Now how the repo works, I will be telling you. See. Suppose anyone know about CRR, then it will be good to let you know these things. अगर आपको CRR पता होगा क्या होता है, तो ये समझने में आसानी होगी. किसी को कैश रिजर्व रेशियो पता है? What is CRR? Okay. See, suppose there is a bank A and there is another bank B. This bank needs funds. This bank has funds. See, this bank is having an excess of fund. This bank needs 500 crores. Now, this bank will ask this bank to give 500 crores. This bank says, what is the guarantee or assurance that you will return the money? इस बैंक ए को पैसे की जरूरत है, बैंक बी है, इसके पास पैसे हैं, लेकिन ये बैंक से बोल रहा है कि व्हाट इज द गारंटी, आपकी गारंटी क्या है कि आप अगर पैसे ले लिए, मैंने आपको 500 करोड़ दे दिया, देन हाउ यू विल रिटर्न इट और नॉट. ओके, suppose any customer is having fixed deposit of 10 lakhs. He needs 5 lakh rupees urgently for 6 months. How will you arrange? सूरज, किसी कस्टमर के पास 10 लाख की एफडी है और उसको 5 लाख रुपए चाहिए, आप कैसे व्यवस्था करोगे उसकी? Your voice is not clear. Krishna Swami? Krishna
Sir,
Swami?
any loans or FDOD?
Yes. You will give the loan. By the same time, this bank is having securities. Security means like the fixed deposit. Okay? But bank doesn't want to sell this, means just like customer doesn't want to break the deposit, okay, to close the deposit. Okay, in the same way it is does not want to close the deposit. This bank will say, okay, I am giving this security to you. Suppose today is 1/1/2024. Suppose for 2 months this is, for example, generally repo operations are overnight and maximum up to 14 days. But for example, I am taking it as 2 months. For 2 months, I will give you 500 crores along with the interest. Then you give me securities back. Then what happens? ये बैंक इसको अपनी जो FD means government securities. In market terms, it is called the securities, government securities. He will hand over to this bank, and this bank will give the cash to this. But there is a condition that after 2 months, that is on 1/3/2024, this bank will return the securities, means sell the securities to bank A again. This bank repurchased it. In this case, the bank repurchased it. Okay, and collected the amount, that is, suppose it is 500 and monthly interest rate was 1%. Okay, then 1% of this will be 5. For 3 months, it will be 5 into 3, 15 crores. 500 plus 15 is equal to 515 crores. Okay, this bank will give 515 crores to B, and whatever securities was given by the bank A to B, the same will be returned to the bank A. रीपर्चेज ऑप्शन, बैंक ए ने इसको रीपर्चेज कर लिया, करेक्ट। नाउ आई, डिड यू अंडरस्टूड, डिड यू अंडरस्टैंड? कृष्णा स्वामी, अभी क्लियर है रेपो क्या होता है, और शुड आई रिपीट इट?
Sir, please repeat, sir.
Clear? Means repurchase. Repurchase means whatever security the bank is having, he will surrender it to bank A. बैंक इसको फंड दे देगा जितने टाइम के लिए बात हुई है, फॉर व्हाट टाइम दिस हैज बीन डिसाइडेड। अगेन द बैंक विल रिटर्न, दिस बैंक विल रिटर्न अमाउंट प्लस इंटरेस्ट, एंड दिस बैंक विल get the securities again. Means whatever happens, the bank A sells the securities. Conditional sale, conditional, whatever is the conditional sale. Can you give any example of conditional sale in real life? Mortgage by conditional sale. सूरज, सूरज, कंडीशनल सेल का कोई एग्जांपल दे सकते हो? गांव में अपने डिस्ट्रिक्ट में घर पे कैसे भी होता होगा, कभी आइडिया है? कोई भी एक पर्सन ये है और एक पर्सन बी है, दिस पर्सन ए, दिस पर्सन बी। ये बोलता है मुझे 10 लाख दे दो, वो उस पे ओके एक रजिस्ट्री करवाता है। कैसी रजिस्ट्री? इफ यू फेल टू रिटर्न, अगर आपने 10 लाख रुपए इसको नहीं दिए, यू फेल टू रिटर्न, दिस रजिस्ट्रेशन विल बी एग्जीक्यूटेड एंड विल बिकम वैलिड। बट व्हाट हैपेंस, 10 लाख रुपए 5 मंथ्स के लिए लिया, आफ्टर 5 मंथ्स विद इंटरेस्ट इसको रिटर्न करता है और ये सेल एग्जीक्यूट नहीं होता है। इन द सेम वे व्हेन द बैंक नीड्स द फंड्स, ओके, बैंक ए नीड्स द फंड, इसके पास सिक्योरिटी ज्यादा है, बैंक इट विल टेक फ्रॉम द बैंक बी, एंड आफ्टर ऑन द ड्यू डेट बैंक ए will get the securities back, okay, and bank B get the principal plus interest, okay. This is called the repo. What? Repurchase. See, is there anything involvement of RBI? क्या यहीं पे, यहाँ पे कहीं पे आपको आरबीआई दिखा क्या? नो, repo doesn't means that it is RBI, but if the bank, which bank, who gives the funds, in Indian scenario generally the banks take funds from RBI, okay. Okay, what is the tenor, actual tenor of our repos? Important point I have already mentioned in this slide, and I will be sharing this PDF to you. But repos
90 days.
generally कितने दिन के लिए? Wrong. Anyone? Generally overnight, okay, and maximum up to 14 days, okay. Why for this short term? Why the bank will borrow? To maintain CRR, okay, or SLR also if cash will be there, equivalent securities. Generally it is the for the cash ratio, because they needs the cash of cash to be deposited as a percentage of NDTL, net demand and time liabilities. Now, reverse repo transaction. Can you imagine by yourself how the reverse repo will work? See, let us go back to this slide. इस बैंक को फंड चाहिए था, तो ये बैंक सिक्योरिटी सेल करने गया, ओके, और फिर बाद में परचेज कर लेगा. आफ्टर दैट इट विल परचेज. नाउ इमेजिन द सेकंड सिनेरियो. दिस बैंक इज हैविंग कैश and want to utilize it, idle cash. Then this bank is searching someone that take my cash. I want securities, government securities. Okay. Then what will happen? This bank will purchase. Okay. This bank will purchase again. See, this is the same situation, but in this case, this bank initiated a transaction. This is the reverse repo. Actually, repo and reverse repo are the same thing. Okay. But what is this? Who starts, who initiated the process? If cash taking entity, the entity who requires the cash, जिस बैंक को कैश चाहिए, अगर उसने स्टार्ट किया है तो फिर ये रेपो ट्रांजेक्शन हो गया, क्योंकि उसको कैश चाहिए. नाउ अनदर बैंक who is having the cash but want the securities, then it will be a reverse repo transaction. Now, reverse repo transaction. Just imagine the exact opposite scenario of repo transaction. In this case, in the reverse repo, now suppose it is RBI. This bank is having fund. They will park with RBI. RBI says that you can give me the cash. I will give to someone else. RBI don't. RBI will use the cash and give it to another bank. Okay. In this case, RBI collected this. Okay. On this basis, RBI given some securities. But in the first case, here, this bank given securities and collected the cash. Suppose if it is a RBI, it was a repo transaction. Now, in this case, it is a reverse repo transaction. Means repo and reverse repo are involved in the same thing. That one bank, if one bank is taking securities and giving cash, okay, this bank is taking the securities and giving cash, means this is in excess of cash, it may be a reverse repo. But if this bank is giving the cash, if this bank is giving securities and another bank is giving cash, it will be the repo transaction. See, there is a question, you practice it and you, all of you, the question is visible to all of you or not? A bank A is immediate sort of liquidity to maintain cash reserve ratio on March this. सबको दिख रहा है कि नहीं है? सूरज, कृष्ण स्वामी, is it visible?
Yes,
Is
sir.
it
It's
visible or
visible,
not?
sir. Yes, sir.
Now, see, by this question you will understand what is the repo. There is a bank A. There is a bank A. immediate sort of liquidity to maintain its cash reserve ratio on 29/3/24. 29th of the March, this bank is sort of liquidity because CRR required by the bank, suppose required by the bank was the 50 crores, see 500 crores, but actually in the account of RBI, this bank, the balances was only 430 crores. Now 70 crores it needs. Okay. But this bank is not having cash, but he has enough government security available to sell. And the bank may sell the government security in the market and obtain the funds to cover it. तो गवर्नमेंट क्या करता है, इसके पास अगर बैंक ए को अगर ट्रेजरी बिल्स या कोई सिक्योरिटी है, दिस बैंक कैन सेल इन द मार्केट, कलेक्ट द कैश and deposit with RBI. Cash reserve ratio will be maintained. But what happens? This bank don't want to sell the securities. ये बैंक सोच रहा है कि आगे आने वाले टाइम में इस पे हमें अच्छा इनकम मिलेगा गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटी में, तो हम इसको सेल नहीं करना चाहते हैं. आई डोंट वांट टू सेल this bank A don't want to sell. See, then what the bank will do? The bank A will do, this bank A sort of liquidity, इसके पास पैसा नहीं है, तो क्या करेगा, गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटी 70 करोड़ की सेल कर देगा. बस सेल कैसे करेगा? हाउ इट विल सेल? इट विल सेल कंडीशनल, दैट टुडे आई एम सेलिंग, बट टुमारो और नेक्स्ट टुमारो, जब भी इसको लगता है कि इसके पास फंड आ जाएगा, आई विल परचेज फ्रॉम यू. ओके, ये रूल है बैंक ए बैंक बी. देन बैंक बी विल टेक द सिक्योरिटी from A, give 70 crores to A, cash reserve ratio will be maintained. Okay, the same thing it can be done with the RBI. Bank A will sell the securities to RBI. RBI will credit the 70 crore into bank A account, means CRR will be maintained, no fine will be charged by the RBI. After 2 days, when the bank will receive the funds and will be having in excess of funds from somewhere, the bank will again purchase these securities from RBI. Means in this case, question number 1, suggest the ways to overcome this situation. वो कह रहा है कि इस सिचुएशन को हैंडल कैसे कर सकते हैं. बैंक ए सेल, गेट कैश, अगेन परचेज, पे कैश. ओके, जब बैंक ए के पास पैसे नहीं थे, वो आरबीआई को सेल कर देगा सिक्योरिटी and will get the cash. After the government gets the bank A gets the fund, it will purchase from RBI and pay the cash to RBI. Now the question 2. Question 2 is for you. If anyone feels any difficulty, you can text me over the WhatsApp. Okay, I will text you. This is for your practice. In this case, you will be very clear to repo rate. See, all I have till now what we have studied. Can you tell me what is the repo rate? Repo rate means repo transaction जिस रेट पे होती है, that is called the repo rate. Means suppose there is a bank A, there is a bank B. The bank A sells the securities of 50 crores and after 2 days purchase that securities. So for 2 days, what interest is charged by bank B? What interest is charged by the bank B? Bank B security sale में जितना भी interest charge करता है, that is called the rate. जो भी rate charge करता है, that is the repo rate. Specifically in India, we refer the bank B as RBI. RBI को सिक्योरिटी रखने के बाद जितना भी इंटरेस्ट वो पे करता है, that is called repo rate. In the same way, when the RBI, the bank A is purchasing the securities, that will be the reverse repo. What is the fixed rate reverse repo and variable rate reverse repo? Better you know what is the reverse repo. I've already discussed. In the reverse repo, bank is in excess of cash. Okay, bank, what the bank will do? Bank will take the securities against cash. Security as a collateral, as a guarantee. In case the bank fails to pay, this bank will sell the securities. This is called the what is the published. जो भी RBI पब्लिश करता है रिवर्स रेपो का रेट, वो फिक्स्ड रेट रिवर्स रेपो होती है. Suppose every bank is having in excess of money, excess of cash and cash equivalents or funds. Then RBI says deposit some more money with us. I will pay you higher interest than reverse repo rate. This is called as the variable rate reverse repo. Means कुछ को ज्यादा reverse repo का interest ज्यादा मिलता है. That is the similar to repo, similar to reverse repo, but in this case interest is what interest is paid to the bank is more than the reverse repo. What is its requirement? Can anyone tell why it is asked? Reverse repo जब available है तो why it variable reverse repo is required? See, tell me why. When repo is the reverse repo is there. Okay. Banks may be hesitant to deposit more funds with RBI because of low interest rates. Okay, that's why variable means this is also a reverse repo, but rate is variable. Rate is variable. The method is multiple price auction, and this will be this doesn't need you need not to study what is the auction methods. Liquidity adjustment facility we have already studied, but some key points are there. Minimum bid size is 5 crores. Okay, who can participate in liquidity adjustment facility? All scheduled commercial bank, including RRBs. Okay, all scheduled commercial banks and primary dealers having current account and the SGL account with RBI can participate in this. C, long-term repo. Long-term repos means repos can be for 1 year and up to 3 years promise. This is not being done now. Okay, earlier it was introduced because of introducing long-term repo operation to this was actually called the targeted long-term repo operations for this amount. Okay, it was called with the policy repo rate. For what is the LTRO for 1 year and 3 year tenors. Most important thing is here standing deposit facility. Anyone knows about what is the standing deposit facility? See, anyone knows what is cash reserve ratio? Until you know cash reserve ratio, Krishna Swami, what is cash reserve ratio?
Sir, the amount a bank should maintain in the form of cash and reserves with the RBI, sir.
Okay, how much amount?
4.5% of NDTL, sir, as per my
Yes,
knowledge.
yes, correct. सूरज सूरज
Yes, sir.
सीआरआर क्या होता है?
Yeah. Cash reserve ratio.
हाँ,
Cash reserve ratio.
यस क्या होता है? ये तो फुल फॉर्म है. व्हाट इज कैश रिजर्व रेशियो? अभिषेक, आर यू देयर? अभिषेक कुमार.
Hello.
I will tell you, but even if you tell wrong, then it also be good. At least you will tell something.
Hello. Did you hear my voice?
Okay. Should I tell you what is CRR? Okay, I will be telling. You see. Suppose what is the demand liability? In the banking terms, what is demand liability? Until you know these terms, you will stuck during interviews.
So current account and savings account.
Yes. Yes, it is really it is a demand liability. But how you say classify what is the demand liability? What is the time liability? Time
सर
liability.
जो एक सर्टेन टाइम पीरियड के लिए बैंक के पास रहे, एक कोई टाइम पीरियड तक वो डिपॉजिट रहे हमारे पास टाइम लाइबिलिटीज में. डिमांड में लाइक वो कभी भी कर सकता है कस्टमर डिमांड उस पर्टिकुलर अमाउंट का जो भी उसका है.
Yes. वेरी गुड. इतना आ रहा है तो भी ठीक है, मैं बताता हूँ. चलो. What is the present policy rate, you know? Can anyone tell?
Sir, like repo rate.
Yes, yes. What
Uh,
is the present cash reserve ratio rate?
Sir, CRR I think 4.5 and repo rate is 6.5, sir.
Suppose I will be telling for calculation, I will be taking CRR as 10% because it
Okay,
will be easy to calculate with 10. Okay. सपोज आरबीआई ने सीआरआर को 10% रखा हुआ है, आपका बैंक है ए, उसके पास सेविंग अकाउंट में करेंट बैलेंस पड़ा हुआ है 10 करोड़, करंट अकाउंट में देयर इज अ बैलेंस ऑफ 20 करोड़, ओके, एंड टर्म डिपॉजिट there is 20 crores. Then how many net of demand and time liability will be there? Demand liabilities are liabilities which can be asked by the customer at any point of time. कोई भी कस्टमर अगर कभी भी पैसे को मांग सकता है तो उसको बोलते हैं डिमांड लायबिलिटी. करंट वट एवर इज इन करंट अकाउंट can be withdrawn by the customer, and whatever is in saving account that can also be withdrawn by the customer. Even for the term deposit, customer can come and ask for the closure of this, but for the purpose of classification, it is the time deposit. 20, 30 and 20. This is the total of 50 crores of NDTL. Suppose CRR is 10%, then 10% of this, 10% of this means 5 crores. You need to deposit with RBI as cash. This is called the cash reserve ratio, what you are maintaining with this. Now, what is the standing deposit facility? Suppose your bank is there, a bank is having excess of funds 200 crores. Okay, 200 crores. In this case, bank may decide to deposit with RBI and get higher interest rate. Okay, this is called the standing deposit facility. See, in the reverse repo, in case of reverse repo में भी बैंक आरबीआई को पैसा दे रहा था. बैंक was giving money to RBI, depositing money with RBI. Okay, reverse repo. In SDF, this is also giving money to RBI. Then when reverse repo is there, then why SDF? What is the difference? In reverse repo, the bank was again on depositing, while depositing the money, taking the securities from RBI as collateral. जब रिवर्स रेपो में बैंक ट्रांजैक्शन करता है तो उसको कोलेटरल बोलते हैं, कोलेटराइज्ड होता है ये, ठीक है. इट इज द यूज द कोलेटरल. बट इन एसडीएफ देयर इज नो सिक्योरिटी. लाइक वी डिपॉजिट इन आवर सेविंग अकाउंट, वी डोंट टेक एनी सिक्योरिटी. We take any security of rupees 10,000 or 10,000 or 10 lakhs when you depositing money in the bank. हम बैंक से बोलते हैं क्या कि मैं 10 लाख रुपए डिपॉजिट कर रहा हूं, आपका बैंक डूब गया, इफ योर बैंक फेल्स देन हाउ यू विल बी रिटर्निंग द मनी टू अस. We don't take any security. That is like the SDF. In the same way, bank maintain this account and bank deposit the money without collateral. But when the banks take collateral as security, when they give the money to RBI, that is the reverse repo. SDF interest rate is higher. Why higher? Because it is the unsecured. That's why this is like an incentive to them. what is the important thing to know? What section was amended and from effective from April 8, 2022. The minimum bid size under SDF is 1 crore and multiples of 1 crore. मीन्स अगर बैंक को SDF में करना है, बैंक के पास RBI के अकाउंट में 50 लाख है या 99 लाख है, it cannot avail the facility of SDF. At least 1 crore or 2 crore or 3 crore in the multiples of this will be accepted for SDF, standing deposit facility. Now, marginal standing facility MSF. MSF is effective from May 9, 2011. What is this? The rate of interest on the availed amount will be 100 basis point above the LAF. 100 basis points means what percentage? Can anyone tell?
1%.
Yes. How much percent?
1%, sir.
1%. Yes. Because divide the basis point by 100, you will get the percentage. Why? This is 100th part of the percentage. That's why we need to divide it. Means it is the 1%. MSF facility is this, only date is important. And this, what is the MSF? Okay, what is the MSF? In the earlier discussion, we have calculated the NDTL as 50 crores. If bank is taking the MSF facility from RBI, then up to 1% of their NDTL, means what will be the 1% of this? 0.50. 0.50 means 50 lakhs. 50 lakhs bank can take for overnight. Means if bank is short of 50 lakhs as a NDTL, means CRR, suppose, then 50 lakhs can be provided under MSF facility by RBI. What is this? You can say this is the borrowing mechanism. Borrowing mechanism. ये point important है. I will share this PDF. You study this point only, and the effective date since then it was introduced. Bank rate versus repo rate. ठीक. Bank is the rate at which bank lends directly to commercial bank without any collateral. But repo rate, you need the collateral. Suppose bank A under repo, what will be under repo? Bank will give the securities and take the loan. But if bank is directly taking the loan without any collateral, then the rate will be the bank rate. Simply, ये बैंक पर्सनल लोन ले रहा है, like personal loan from RBI. It is just for understanding. There is no term like personal loan to banks, but just for understanding, without any collateral. Is there any collateral in personal loan? No. Okay. This is given as the bank rate. Bank rate is the higher. Bank rate will be higher than repo rate, because repo is providing a cushion of securities. Cash reserve ratio we already discussed. What is SLR? See, let me see. Under which section? What is the section of cash reserve ratio? Tell. Can anyone tell? Can anyone tell section of CRR?
Sir, 42(1). Section
Which
42.
act?
RBI Act 1934.
Yes, sir, it's a bank
RBI
of- RBI Act.
1934.
RBI. And in which section SLR is there? Anyone?
Section 24.
See, just
Section
reverse
24
it.
of BR Act.
Yes. We are it. See, sometimes confusion arises whether it is on 24 or 42, and what is the main confusion arises whether it is in by RBI Act or Banking Regulation Act. Okay, I will be detailing you. Keep an eye on this. You will never be disturbed with this. See, CRR किसके पास रहता है? To whom the CR with whom CRR to be maintained? CR to be maintained with RBI. CRR is maintained with RBI. Okay, then it will be under RBI Act. RBI Act. SLR is maintained with the bank itself. Then it will come in BR Act. As RBI is bigger than banks, then section 42 out and 24, the 42 will go with RBI and 24 will come with the bank. This is a technique to learn what is this. Okay. Can anyone tell what is statutory liquidity ratio? बैंक NDTL जितना होता है बैंक का नेट डिमांड एंड टाइम लाइबिलिटीज का सम परसेंटेज टू बी मेंटेन्ड एज securities, liquid assets, very liquid assets, means high quality liquid assets. What? Government security or cash or others, or gold in the form of this. Suppose NDTL is 100. What is present SLR?
18%.
What is the maximum?
I think 18%, na sir? SLR.
Yes. What is yes? What is the maximum percentage for SLR?
40%, sir. 40.
40%.
Yes. Okay. See, 18% of demand and time liability means it will be 18 crores. Means 18 crores के funds जो हैं आपको either as a gold, either as a cash, either as other liquid asset you have to maintain with your bank. Means how it will be maintained with bank? Suppose you purchase some security, it is in your name, it is with bank. Suppose you having balances with other banks, it is also with you. Okay, it is called as the SLR. Now, what is the basis? Okay, let me do some practice on basis. 40 basis points. RBI, for example, see, what is the present at present? What is the repo rate? Anyone can tell? What is the present repo rate?
6.5.
6.5%. See, I will be taking it as 8%. Okay, to calculate. Suppose repo is okay. Let us take at 6.5%. Suppose in Monetary Policy Committee meeting, RBI increased repo rate by 50 basis points. What will be new repo rate? Can anyone tell?
7%.
One answer is 7%. Anyone more? Okay, I will be making a solution for this. 50 basis point means 50 by 100%, means it is 0.5%. It increased the repo rate, means plus 0.5%. It is 7%. Suppose it decreased the repo rate by 25 basis point, then what will be the new repo rate? मॉनिटरी पॉलिसी की मीटिंग में अगर 25 basis point means 25 by 100 percentage means 0.25%. It has decreased means we will minus it. 6.5 minus 0.25. This 0.5 will be 0.25, 6.25%. Now all about basis point is clear. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then in other lectures we will now Nayak committee and Tandon committee method has already been discussed. In other words, we will start BR Act and NI Act and RBI Act.
Hello.
Okay. Yes. Am I audible clearly? सूरज आवाज आ रही है? कृष्ण स्वामी, am I audible?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. We have already discussed that Nayak committee and Tandon committee. This I will be asking you. Suppose a company A having current asset of your voice is not audible. You are not clearly audible. Okay. Current assets of 30 lakhs. Current liability is 20 lakhs. What is the working capital gap?
10 lakhs.
Yes. See, under Tandon, under MPBF 2, what will be the margin?
So 20%.
Anyone? %25 of TCA and 25% of WCG. These are the only two things which are comes under MPBF methods. Suppose Nayak committee, if turnover is 100 crores, projected annual turnover is 100 crores. What will be maximum bank finance? Anyone can tell? See, this is the most important topic when you are attending the interviews. They are not going to ask you what is the section, in which section check is defined or holder is defined. They never ask you. They will ask you practical things. This is used in the branches or when you are in a retail CPC or any other car. corporate CPC. Okay, then you use these methods. Okay, 25% of the turnover will be the working capital limit, means 25 lakhs will be this, but this 20% will be the given by the banks and 5% to be contributed by the borrower. Okay, then the what will the maximum amount the bank can finance? It will be the 20 lakhs or 20 crores if it is in crores, and 20 lakhs if it is in the lakhs. Now, and 5, this will be the margin that to be contributed by the borrowers. What will the working capital limit? Limit will be the 25 lakhs. Okay. What will be the bank finance? 20 lakhs. What will the borrower's margin? It will be the 5 lakhs. Okay. Further, you need to study whatever RBI circulars are being shared. Very poor performance. Only Krishna Swamy and Suraj performed up to the some level. At least they score. Even when Suraj was not very sure that he is unable to attend the question in a good way. सूरज ने अच्छे से अटेंड नहीं किया था, फिर भी उसने काफी अच्छा किया. एंड आल्सो वेरी गुड टू द कृष्णा स्वामी, बिकॉज इफ यू go through the papers, specifically GBO of PSBs and SBI CBO, you will find RBI circular is the most important part. Okay, and whatever RBI circular I am compiling, this is the best way to comply it, because I have also quoted most of the places were suggested reading, what you need to study more, what things more to be studied with the circulars. Okay, by the same time I will be sharing that one more mock test in by next tomorrow. Attempt this. It will include today's discussion, RBI circular, okay, for the month of Feb and March. March I haven't shared, but once I will share, then I will share this mock test. This mock test will decide whether you are going in or out. Okay, study well the reasoning and quant sections also if you are preparing for RRB GBU exam. For RRB GBU exam, reasoning, quant and language. Language, if you are not comfortable in English, you attempt Hindi. Okay. Anything more to ask, or should I close the session?
Sir, Krishna Swamy, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I'm having one doubt. What is LAF, sir?
LAF?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. LAF is the name given for repo and reverse repo operations. Okay. Liquidity adjustment facility is done through repo and reverse repo. Okay. This is
Okay,
not
sir. Okay.
specifically any term. Okay. This includes like, this is like a universal set. What is LAF? LAF means under LAF, under liquidity adjustment framework, RBI will do the repo or reverse repo transactions. Okay. Suppose in the interview ask what is LAF, you will say, sir, LAF, under LAF, RBI conducts the operations of repo and reverse repo to manage the liquidity in the banking system. Okay. Anything more? Okay, I
No,
will
sir.
be sharing this PDF to you. You study it. If any confusion is there, you text me. Okay. Abhishek, your voice is not
Sir, hello.
clear. Suraj.
Hello.
Yes, Suraj.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. Yes.
Sir,
Tell.
sir, sir,
हाँ बोलिए
reasoning और
बोलिए बोलिए.
इंग्लिश क्लास सर कब से स्टार्ट होगी? कब से स्टार्ट होगी?
Reason quant, some sections of quant I may be teaching you, but only after completion of this you can attend any other portals or classes for reasoning and other, because here only banking and related things I am teaching. But meanwhile I will be teaching after, once we complete the banking topic, the quant section I will be finishing with you, okay, along with the computers.
Okay.
Additionally, because a number of times I have found that they are not studying in the way, कुछ इस तरह से नहीं पढ़ रहे हैं क्वांट को जिस तरह से पढ़ना चाहिए, okay?
Yes.
Okay, I will be sharing this PDF to you.
Sir,
Study
computer,
it well.
सर कंप्यूटर तो आप
Computer
करवा दीजिएगा ना?
for yes, computer I will be teaching you, because one thing, for the computers you study only 5 years PYQ, either of PO, either clerk or any other exam related to banking, only 5 years. And how you will be studying? Suppose a question comes, what is Android? Okay, first question comes, operating system. Second option comes, a browser. Third option comes, antivirus. Fourth option comes, none of these. Okay, then tell what is Android. Android is the operating system, okay, under which you operate your mobiles. Okay, but you don't study only what is operating system. When you go through this, जब ये question आप कर रहे हो, then you study what is operating system, what is the browser, and what is antivirus. You study all these, okay? This is the best way to prepare the computers. Do not just keep some question and answers in the mind. You go through all the options. What are the options? What are its significance? Then
Okay,
you will
sir.
make mark 20 out of 20 marks in the computer. Okay. For the quant section, do not very much rely on tricks. Do not study on tricks. Study thoroughly. How you will gain speed? You will get speed to the practice, but not very tough questions. Very tough questions will kill your speed. Easy and moderate. Do maximum questions. Easy and moderate. Speed will automatically come to you. When you, अभी 10 साल से आपने suppose multiplication comes 1 to 4 into 1 4 5 or something. If you go through some tricks like take base 150, like these things, okay, this is not possible. Always a trick will come. हमेशा ट्रिक नहीं. और अगर आप क्वेश्चन पेपर देखोगे, यू विल फाइंड आपने सब ट्रिक्स तो पढ़ा, लेकिन वहां पर जाकर के आप अपने पुराने ही मेथड से कर रहे हो. तो जो भी आपने इधर पढ़ा है, दैट विल बी गो इन वेन. तो ट्रिक्स पे ज्यादा रिलाई मत करो. डू स्टडी एंड क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन, सिलोजिस, okay, in reasoning you just need to score 15 to 16 only. Okay, means do not attempt any wrong question. Means do not do any wrong thing in the exam. Accuracy, maintain your accuracy, you will get the success, especially in GBO of RRBs. For the other PSBs, banking awareness and professional knowledge is sufficient to make you clear the exam. Okay, should I close the session?
सर BOM एग्जाम का चांसेस हैं क्या अभी नेक्स्ट मंथों में आने का, लाइक बैंक ऑफ महाराष्ट्र?
Yes. Very sure it will come. Not only the BOM, okay.
Yes.
BOB is again planning to raise, and Canara is also planning to this
Okay.
in the recent months. Okay.
I think syllabus is same, na sir, for the CBI and
Yes. Syllabus is same because they are preferring most on banking related is 80-20 like these things. Yes. For RRBs, they have a
RBI की questions ज्यादा होते हैं ना उसमें, like
आपके जो
yeah, reasoning and quant and
knowledge.
computer.
Okay. अदर जीबीओ में क्या होता है? व्हाट इन अदर जीबीओ एग्जाम्स देयर आर प्रोफेशनल नॉलेज सेक्शन, इंग्लिश सेक्शन, सी प्रोफेशनल नॉलेज, इंग्लिश एंड current affairs related to banking. These are the major part. Generally, this is 20, this is 80, and this is 20. 120 questions, 122 minutes. Sometimes they ask computers, very rarely. Okay. This is the GBO of other PS. When PSB is standalone, go through this. But in RRB GBO, you need to be very good at quant and reasoning. Why? Because these are the major contributor of this yourself. One, you will get your desired bank only when you have done well in the quant and reasoning. But this is not a one-day practice. For the quant, you will have to practice on a daily basis. Specifically for reasoning and puzzles. You study puzzles, but give a proper time to all other sections also. If you are studying puzzles, every time puzzles, you won't score good. Because you cannot be sure that you will solve the puzzles. Any type of puzzle if appears in the exam, you cannot say. But for some like inequality and others, you can say that yes, I can make it. Because these are relatively easier topics. Then easier topics you have to command, and other tougher topics you have to be very good. Okay. Should we close the session or anything? Anything you want to ask?
सर one more question सर, SBI CBO का सर अभी रिजल्ट तो आया नहीं है, बट लाइक अगर उसके इंटरव्यू वगैरह के लिए क्या अपना जो एग्जाम टाइम पे जो PDF शेयर हुई थी उनको बार बार रिवाइज करते रहे सर? तो RBI सर्कुलर्स के और भी आपने जो शेयर्स किए थे.
No. For SBI CBO, just one. Actually, it was expected long before result is undue delay, but by expecting by in April 1st.
Okay.
First, it will come, and 5-6 days are very much enough for CBO exams. But you just keep touched with the recent circulars. Do not
Okay,
learn
sir.
it. Okay. Just
Okay, sir.
recent banking, not only the circulars, some banking is happening. Adani is doing something, or Ambani is doing something, or Google is doing something in this.
Fine.
Tata has done something in this. Okay.
Yes.
You keep an eye. Okay, I will be taking the mock of all those persons, and if anyone gets selected, I will be sharing and teaching you. Most focus how you represent yourself.
Okay, sir.
If tell me about yourself is asked, then you are the most lucky person in the world. Okay. You can mold whole of your interview according to your once you answer this question. I will be guiding you all who are enrolled in this CBO exam course, and need not to worry about interview. You will find interview very much friendly once you get through the interview and mock test process. You don't worry about interview. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
Okay. We will be leaving the session, and for the classes, I will be sharing the details whenever it happens.
Sure, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.